started by pressing the blue cross in the top left and select the square. I'm going to get rid of some of those things and rename my project Tartan. And on the left hand side I'll go to Elements, scroll along to Shapes, and if you go into Rectangles and scroll across, you'll find the square. So get that in your top corner, make sure it's there, and then stretch it out until you get that purple line which says it's hitting the middle. Change the fill color. I'm going to go for a nice green here, make it a little bit sort of more vibrant. And then I'm going to select it and make sure it's right into the center there and duplicate it. Put that one alongside it. Change the color in the fill again. I'm looking for a kind of nice sort of, I suppose like orangey yellow. Yeah, like that one is perfect. And then once I've got those in there, I'm going to duplicate them to make this kind of group of 4 squares here. And then once that's done, I'm perfectly in position. I'm going to select all of them and then click the corner and bring it in until it hits the middle. You'll see that pink line again. That means you've got 4 perfectly square squares, if that makes any sense. Move them up so they're in a line, alternate colors at the top. And then click and drag to select them all. 3 dots, duplicate. Bring that line down. Go to the bottom left where you've got that flip icon there. Again, 3 dots, duplicate, bring it down into position. Flip it round again. And do that one final time. Duplicate, bring it down and flip it round. And then you've got a perfect grid for your tartan. Click and drag to select them all or select multiple on the iPad. Group it, 3 dots, lock it. Now, go back to Elements. And here I'm going to search in Shapes for line. Just looking for a simple line here. Got one in there. Let's bring the border thickness up. I'll do it about 25. Just pushed into 26 there without me realizing, but I can sort that out later. Drag out the corners so it hits one end and the other, and then I'm going to spin it around until it's 90 degrees. There we go, and then pop it in there. Next thing I'm going to do is get the color I want. I want a kind of royal blue. That's good. I like that. And then I'm going to duplicate it. And then I'll bring this border thickness down to 20 here. So I think I'll do 25, 20, and 15. And then just make sure that it's hitting the top and the bottom. And then duplicate it again. Make sure it's hitting the top and the bottom. Or actually, let me change it to 15 border thickness first. Then move it in so it's the right place. And then I'm just going to make sure that I've got that first vertical line. It needs to be 25. There we go. Just to keep it nice and symmetrical. Okay, once you've done that, click one, shift, click another, shift, click another, or select multiple on the iPad. Then group it, 3 dots, duplicate. That is basically what we're doing for all of these things. And I'm going to do that another 3 times to get one in each of these sections here. And then just eyeball it to see if you can get the right position for them all. Then you can go back to the second one, and then it will actually tell you whether you've got it right or not. And then you can adjust it. And then I put my last one in. There we go, round about there. That's perfect. Now that I've got all 4 of those in place, it's time to go to the 3 dots on the last one, press duplicate, and spin this whole group around so it's 90 degrees again. So the first ones are horizontal and these ones are vertical. Pull that up to the top, make sure it's stretching from one side to the other. And I think for this one, rather than doing 3 lines next to each other, I'll delete that bottom line. And then what I can do is I can change the color. So if I select one, go to the border color, I think I'm looking for a purple here. Yeah, that's perfect. And then here, what I might need to do is go and get the hex code, copy that hex code, click on the top line, go to border, paste in that hex code. Perfect. That's perfect. Now what you'll see is that I want these horizontal purple lines, I want them to sit in front, behind of my vertical blue line. So I'm going to have to start doing something on the right hand side in my layer stack here to try and work out how to go in front, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind. So here, that's what I'm doing here, is just trying to work out how to do it. I've got it's not quite working, but if I start to move these groups around, eventually, Let me see if I move this one. Move this one further up, or that one further. And let me try and work it out. Yes, it's this one that needs to come up. So I'll move that above my purple, and now it's going in front, behind, in front. Well, actually not on that one. Let me move that one down and move this last one up to the top. Yes, that's perfect now. Now that that's done, when you select your horizontal purple lines and you duplicate it, it will be the same in all of those. So let's pop that around about there. I think that's right. And then again, all you need to do here is go to the 3 dots, duplicate, bring it down, put it in the right position, release it, 3 dots, duplicate it again, and every single one will have the same pattern of going in front, behind of those blue vertical lines. That's perfect. Let's go back to elements on the left hand side again. We've got line, we're already searching for it, so click it. This time I'm going to bring the border thickness right up. I'm going to make a big sort of stripe here, and then I'm going to make it go from one side to the other. And then I've got a couple of things to do here. Change the color. I'm going to go for kind of like an orangey color. I think I want it to be kind of more of a red orange. Yeah, that one's perfect. And then I'm going to change the blend mode to multiply, which means it's only going to show the darker parts of the color, and it has this really nice mix with the background colors or the colors behind it. And then I'm just going to push that up by duplicating it and just tuck it underneath the purple lines in every single section of my grid here. And last but not least, go back to line, give it a click. I'll keep this one nice and subtle by changing the border thickness to about 20, changing the border style to dotted. The border color is going to be white, so top left of your custom color palette. Stretch it out from one side to the other. I'm going to go vertical with this one, so I'll spin it around and then I'll put it in position. This one will be on the right hand side, and then I think I'll bring down the opacity on this one. Yeah, about that is absolutely fine. Duplicate it and just put it in the same position in every part or every kind of column of this tartan pattern, and that will be me done. So let's move that one in there. Perfect. Once you're done, you can go up to the top and you can click the download button. You can download it as an image if you want to. You can do all sorts of things with that. Save it to computer, or you can press share. You can send it to Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, or create this view only link, which you can share with whoever you like.